Okay, guys. I am posting, I have the thread going in BeatNIK if you guys want to post questions throughout the call. I also have the link there, and that's going to be your link for you to give to anyone who could not get on the call live with us today. It's just going to transfer right on over to the YouTube page like it always does. But I'm super, super excited because, well, first of all, coming off of our team retreat, I feel like is a good time to dive into talking about team culture and the importance of that and just creating a good feel with your team. And the person that I automatically think of is my coach, Stephanie. And so Stephanie Chico is going to be on with us. She's with us today. And she's going to be talking all about team culture, because if you follow her, watch her, see her in the team pages, you know that Team Fitspiration has just this incredible culture about them, this whole vibe that it's like a family and a community. And so she's been asked to speak on it at leadership and things like that. So we know that corporate also sees it as something different. And when you are, talking about your team and adding to your team, people are looking for a family and a community and some place where they feel a connection. So I think it's extremely important. So today Steph is going to talk about that. And Stephanie, for those of you, I'm sure you guys all know her, but she is the founder of Team Fitspiration. Like I said, she's my sponsor. She's my upline sponsor. My husband and her husband played baseball together in the minor league system with the Nationals years ago. And that's how we met. And so ever since then, we kind of kept in touch, and I was in her challenge groups. She is 15-star qualifying, 3-time elite, and she's got like 1 million elite coaches under her and 2 15-star and 15-star qualifying coaches of her own. So that just kind of goes to show her ability to provide really great leadership. So without saying much more, I'm just going to hand it over to you, Steph.
Well, thank you. It's like so awkward listening to people introduce you. So that was so sweet. Nikki will laugh, but I'll say I'm receiving this right now. It's one of those things I think you guys will all come to learn that, like hearing people talk about you, I think we're all really similar in that. Like we like the recognition, but we don't want it at the same time. So getting it is sometimes sort of a good like personal development lesson. So anyway, just a funny little note, because that was one thing that happened at my team retreat with Nikki there as one of my personally sponsored diamonds. And Amber Snow talked about that a lot of people, personal development speakers, motivational speakers will get up on stage and people will be like clapping for them and stuff like that. And they have to stop and be like, I'm receiving this. So just so you know where that came from. So I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. If you've ever been on a team call of mine before, you probably know that I don't really prepare. In fact, like Nikki said, speaking on this topic, team culture, is kind of what it seems like so simple, but at the same time, it's also very complicated because it's just a very like broad topic. And I spoke on this at leadership in Coronado, San Diego, back in the fall. And I still like have panic attacks about it, thinking about that presentation, because how can you prepare for something like that, to talk about something that I just truly feel like has come so naturally to our team as a whole? It's not something I feel like I can take credit for, but what I can say is some of the things that over the years of really looking back on this whole journey of some of the things that have worked, and I think that have created that atmosphere of leaders and just people who I just really freaking like. Like, I just like our team. I like our leaders. I'm so proud of that. I hear about other teams that don't get along, or like so-and-so doesn't talk to so-and-so anymore. I'm like, ew, like I don't like that. And I'm so proud to know that, as far as I know, that does not exist within our team. And I'm just so proud of that. When we go to events, it's a family reunion, and I love these people genuinely with my whole heart. I think that speaks for everybody who gets involved. And Nikki, this is kind of a funny side note, but I was watching TED Talks this morning and I saw this video that's like super duper short, and I think that you probably would have to screen share, but I'm hoping we can show the video because it's only like 3 or 5 minutes or something like that. Can I to you really quick?
Yeah. Shoot
okay.
it.
What's your email?
Nikki, Niki, .whiting@yahoo.
Okay. Sorry guys, random little side note here, but I just thought it was so cute, and it was so it just applied so much to this topic today about how you create this kind of atmosphere of equals. And I think that at the bottom line of all of this, the team culture, it's not just one person, and you'll see this in the TED Talk. It's so cute. It's not recognizing leadership. We don't need like a ton of leaders, because I think what happens when you look at the term leader is it's the person at the top. It's the person who's in charge, who's like making the rules, who's saying this is what we're going to do. And frankly, I think that our team is just a bunch of equals, and I'm proud of that. I've said from the beginning, I remember my coach Brandy Bott saying, okay, you guys, she asked us to kind of rate ourselves. Like, what do you want out of this coaching journey? And it was like A, B, C, D. And it was like, I want to be, top 10. I want to be on stage. I want to be recognized. B was, and it was sort of like trickled down from there. I was like, none of that. I don't want that. I don't want that stage thing. I don't want to do like the song and dance and like be up there by myself. That freaked me out. And so I thought, well, if we're going to be successful at this thing, we got to find other people who want to be successful also. And it just became this lifting everybody up and elevating everybody along the way. Like, oh, you want to do this too? Cool. Like, you tell me, I want to learn from you. And I just think that that's what's happened. I am the first to say that my coaching journey has been humbling. I've never been the best on the team. And I think that that's been a really good learning thing for me personally, but also for the whole team to know that the person who started the whole thing doesn't have to be the best. In fact, it's probably better. Like, I don't want to be the best on the team. I want to learn from other people. I've never rocked Success Club. I hit it every single month, but I don't pull these crazy big numbers. I'm just like, hats off to you guys who do these 30s and 40s. I think it's amazing. It'd be awesome to do that, but just haven't found my stride there yet. And I have 2 coaches, one sitting right in front of me, and Jen Richardson, who's my other personally sponsored coach, who have outranked me multiple times. And so maybe in some other teams that's unheard of, for the team founder to be outranked and stuff like that. But to me, I'm just like, cool. Like, you guys make me look so good. And so to me, that's just, again, it's elevating the masses. It's looking around and saying, who's going to do this with me? And if you do it better and faster than me, I'm going to not be jealous and envious of that. I'm going to turn and say, what did you do to do that? Because I need to learn. And this whole thing is about constantly evolving and self-reflecting. One of the things I loved when Jeff Hill came to speak at our team retreat last month here in Scottsdale, he talked about the window mirror analogy. And it's this constant, self-reflection and self-evaluation. And it's when things need improvement, you look in the mirror, you're like, what can I be doing better? Like the team is maybe struggling with something right now. How can I teach this better? My team isn't hitting Success Club right now. Maybe I'm not explaining the importance of Success Club to them well enough. Maybe the team needs a little bit of a 101 in social media. How can I be teaching this better? So it's that constant, like, what does the crowd need, and feeling that and really looking in the mirror and deciding this is something that I can help. And then when things are going good, it's not looking in the mirror, it's looking out the window at everybody else and saying, like, this is you guys. This went well because we as a team did this. It was nothing that I did. It's all of us. And so maybe that's why it's always awkward for me to take credit for anything like the intro that Nikki gave me. It's just, it's you guys. It's this culture that you've all created. And if you and I don't know each other personally, I just think that that speaks volumes for the leadership that Nikki's taken on too. And it's just an amazing trickle down that I've seen within the whole team. Is just leaders elevating other leaders. And that's really what makes our team special. So I think we've really set that culture of you go elite. That's what we do. You go diamond. That's just what you do. I believe that the way that you look at things, it's the way that the journey is going to go. So if you look at something as it's going to be difficult, then that's probably what it's going to be. It's going to be difficult. That goal sounds so far away. That goal sounds really hard to reach. Then it's going to be far away and it's going to be hard to reach. Or it's that mentality that I believe our team has really created. Like, that is an attainable goal. You can get there. I did it. So-and-so did it. Look at all of these other people who've done it. You can do it too. And then Jen and Nikki showed me that they could get to 15-star, and I was like, okay, I need to do that too. So, and that will trickle down. Now watch, we're going to have all these 10 and 15 stars. That's just what our team does. And that's really exciting to me. So I'm going to stop babbling, but Nick, if you could just show that video, because I just think it's so cute and totally sums it up.
Okay, let me know if you can see it, because I feel like sometimes it doesn't.
I know it's tricky. I don't know if I've ever played a video. Maybe I can screen share on here.
Okay, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then now let's make sure you can hear it.
Yeah.
Where is it? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, at TED, we talk a lot about leadership and how to make a movement. So let's watch a movement happen, start to finish, in under 3 minutes and dissect some lessons from it. First, you know, a leader needs the guts to stand out and be ridiculed.
Maybe the video went away, Nick. I can't see it.
No.
So here's his first follower with a crucial role. He's going to show everyone else how to follow. Now notice that the leader embraces him as an equal. So now it's not about the leader anymore. It's about them, plural. Now there he is calling to his friends.
Could you see it?
I can't see it, but I don't know if they can see it, maybe.
Hold on.
Sorry, I probably made this really difficult for you guys.
I feel like this always happens when I share something live.
I can see it now.
Okay, see if it plays.
Now, if you notice that the first follower is actually an underestimated form of leadership in itself. It takes guts to stand out like that. The first is stand out and be ridiculed.
Maybe you could just post it on your team page. I just want you guys to see it. I thought it would be so cool if we could like watch a video while we're on the webinar, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But show them the link, because I just think it's super cute. And it just kind of talks about this one nut job who just like stands out there and is like dancing at this festival. And then like one other nut job kind of comes and joins, and it validates, you know, like, okay, like now I've got a person, you know, like, yeah, you're cool, you're doing it too. And then like another person comes, and then by the end of it, it's just all these people out there dancing, but his narrative and how he talks about it is so cute and so funny. I hope you guys like it, because I just think that that's how it is. It's like we talk about it, we make it look awesome on social media. Other people join us, other people get elevated. We like do the recognition, the 4th vital behavior, which I think our team rocks at. And other people are like, I want to be a part of that. Like, oh, now those aren't the weirdos anymore. Now that's the in crowd, you know? And that's totally how this has all become. I feel like Beachbody and our team, it's like, it is the in crowd now. But before we were all kind of fighting for it and, you know, having to really prove that it's legit. And now it's so mainstream. And I just always say, like, we're in it at the very beginning. And I think that that's what's so exciting about this is you guys are all joining this movement. And that's what the video is about, creating a movement at the perfect time. Like, it's just getting started. We haven't even gone internationally yet. And we talked a little bit about this at CAB, just like the growth just on our continent. And it's just incredible. Like, we haven't even gone anywhere else other than the US and Canada. So this is just the beginning, and that's what's so neat. And we talked about this, I don't know if it was this retreat or the retreat before, but it's like, I come back to that family reunion type of setting. I just think that that is what our team has truly created. And when I say our team, I mean all of you guys listening to, like, this is an entire team effort. It did not take one person. It took a nut job to go out there, who maybe it was Brandy, maybe it was me, I don't know, maybe it was somebody way before us, but it wasn't a few other nut jobs who made it look legit, and then, you know, the rest is history. So to me, that's kind of what team culture is. I just think that it's this constant evolution. It's not getting to a goal and sitting there and getting comfortable. And that's another thing I think we're so good at. I talked about this at leadership, is that hustle culture. It's like, I don't do well if I'm not working toward a goal. That's me. I know that's Nikki. I know that's so many of our leaders within the team. It's like, we have to be, we stop, we celebrate, but we're on to the next goal. We are in the trenches. It's never like, well, I'm here, I'm just gonna kick my heels up, this feels good. No, I could not, like, go to sleep at night feeling good about that and wake up in the morning and feel inspired if I wasn't working on something every single day. And that's what gets me up and out of bed every day. So, and it's you guys, it's all of us doing it together. So I don't know, Nick, do you want me to keep rambling, or are there questions?
Hold on. Yeah, I wanted people to be able to watch this, but I just posted that link below our thread so that we can all kind of pop on and see it. Hang on, let me see about questions.
It's a fun little video. I hope you guys like it.
I think I'm thinking, like, as far as like newer coaches, you know, you were talking about it being like this mainstream thing and like all that. And I think even newer coaches coming in now have that feeling that you were saying about it not being, and like the fear of all of that. And so I guess, like, what were a few things that you did on social media to kind of make it feel like this community, or did you do anything special to make it feel like a family? Like, are there certain things that you would tell people to post about when they're talking about coaching specifically?
I think that what we're all pretty good at is like really painting the picture of the lifestyle. And I know that's a tricky thing when you're just getting started as a new coach, but to me, it's a lot of sharing other people's vision and being able to, I don't know, Nikki, you might have seen it. There was a video posted in one of the study groups, and it was talking about the 1, 2, 3, and 4 and how network marketers work. And it's a lot of like the 1 and the 2 is this is where I used to be, and number 2 is how it made me feel. And then the 3 is kind of like the here and now, and the 4 is like the big picture. And a lot of the time people get stuck in the 3 and 4 once they reach success. And so that 1 and 2 is like, this is where I was, or maybe this is where I am right now, and this is how it makes me feel. I honestly feel like, and I've told my new coaches this before, is that newer coaches, you have like the upper hand, because you get to a certain point where you feel like, okay, what's relatable? Like, what's relatable is here is where I am. This is why I'm not happy here. I want to get here because that's what this will mean for me. And I think that that's a much more relatable outlook than like, I just bought a Bentley and I'm flying to Bora Bora. Like, that's, you know, like, I can't grasp that. So the mainstream is going to grasp where you new coaches are at. It's those small victories. It's like, I sold 2 challenge packs this month. I helped 2 people get started on their health and fitness journey. And I'm putting that cash toward, you know, vitamins for my family. That's where I am right now. I'm in the trenches with like vitamins and, you know, meds for the kids and essential oils. Like, that's it. That's the relatable stuff. Or like, I got to go and get a pedicure. You guys might feel like that's so small, but to somebody else just watching you, that's like the biggest thing. Like, I want that luxury. I want to be able to walk in on a Saturday and not have to worry about that pedicure money coming out of, you know, our food bill or whatever, like my husband's income or anything like that. Feeling like I contributed, or I got to take care of myself and do something special. So those are probably a lot of the things. I'm sure, like, when I was starting and our team was tiny, that I sounded crazy. You're gonna sound crazy. You're gonna sound like, oh, really? You're gonna, you know, move and buy a house, or like whatever I was talking about as a new coach. I was very focused on that big picture, and you have to stay focused there, and people will think that you're crazy. But you will get to a point where you get to be like, aha, I told you so. I never gave up for 1 second on that vision. You might have thought I was crazy, but I knew that I was right. And then those people are going to be asking you how they can sign up too. So mark my words, it will happen. But it's just creating that vision for yourself in your own life, painting the picture of each step along the way. People don't want to see just the finished product. They want to see the whole journey. Just like our health and fitness, like our 21-day fix, you know, before and after. They want to see the lead up to the 21 days. Don't just wait 21 days and then show your picture. They want to see each step. It's the same thing with the coaching journey. So I don't know if that answered your question.
Yeah, it does. And I was on Steph Davies' call yesterday, and we were talking about something similar. It came up about how we actually feel like newer coaches, although you feel like that's a struggle for you, it's actually a good thing, because it does get to that point where you're like, okay, how do I share a relatable income or something like that? When you get to that point, that's always been the vision. And so you're like, now is it even relatable type of thing? So like, I just remember posting, I mean, one that I specifically remember posting about was, we had a budget with our groceries. Like, it was a big deal. Like, we could only spend a certain amount a month every week, or I was going to feel stressed in other areas. And when I posted and said, you know, that I was able to take care of my groceries for the week and still have something left over to put in savings, that seemed like silly to post about, but I had so many people message me and just say, like, that struck a chord with me. That meant something to me. Like, I was at the grocery today and I felt that way, or I had to put something back, or whatever, like, which makes you sick to your stomach that people have to like do that. But to be able to share that this is giving you freedom to do that, those little goals are the things that lead to the big things. And it's like the trickle effect. Like, you find that success and you get to that place where you don't have to worry about it. And now your new coaches are like hungry for that. And then they can share it, you know, and it's just like this repeated thing. So I definitely feel like new coaches in that aspect have a little bit of an advantage. But it's just like that scary part of not feeling comfortable, you know, talking about it in the beginning.
Yeah. And it is too, like, back to that little video. Like I talked about being the nut job and stuff, and it isn't like, it's not like Nikki's the nut job and then you guys all just joined her. Like, everybody who signs up as a coach gets the opportunity to create their own amazing dynasty. And that's kind of the cool thing, is like, you look at your leader, Nikki, or whoever your upline coach is, and you're like, that's the person, like, I joined them. People are watching you though. And so you're inspired by so-and-so's journey, but other people are watching you. And I always try and break it down like this. If you're not the one there and maybe getting uncomfortable and maybe embarrassing yourself a little bit on social media, how else are these people who don't know any other Beachbody coaches, you're their lifeline to all of this, how else are they going to know about it? So it's almost like this heaviness on our shoulders, like, okay, yes, like, you guys are just getting started, but you're building something so amazing. You can't even see it yet, but just by doing those baby steps and sharing those little bits and pieces along the way, it's so powerful for people that would otherwise not even know about this. So it's pretty neat. We all get to create it.
A lot of people crave like friendships and culture and that sort of thing. Like, that's another reason a lot of people join, is to have that. And so when you're sharing on social media, I mean, sharing that we're meeting in other areas, like, other than us never having met like online, I think it's cool to be able to share, like, we got on Zooms, you know, in the beginning. If you're on a Zoom with somebody, or your small team, you know, you think it's a small team, then, you know, take a cute screenshot of that. Or if you guys met up locally and had dinner together or went to the coffee shop, like, post about the connections that you have there. And I can't stress how important it is to get to and I know you feel this way too, to get to live events. Like, it's important to be at Super Saturdays. It's important to get on those Success Club trips. Like, that's huge. Someone watching you earn a free cruise or a free trip to Jamaica or wherever is a big deal for a lot of people, and that's enticing. And just being at the leader retreats and posting about that, like, that just creates this whole new attraction to the team, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's important.
Yeah, definitely. And for all of you who are like just getting started now, or you're thinking, well, Summit's so far away, or I missed the leadership retreat or whatever, get to a Super Saturday. Like, I'm saying this not because I'm in charge of our Super Saturdays or anything. I'm just saying, like, if anything, it's that culture. It's creating that like connection, that connective tissue with other people. It's local events that really can fuel your business. Like, getting to Super Saturday, it's almost like a mini summit. And I will tell you that this year, I think, is going to be a big deal for market councils and people who are running the local Super Saturday events and the quarterly events and all of those things. Get plugged into your local coaches page. If you guys are in Nikki's area, I know she runs Super Saturday. If you're not in her area, go in the back office. You can find a full list of local Super Saturdays in your area. They're just great to be at, and corporate's really starting to do a lot of work to make them great for us. So
yeah. I have one more question.
Okay.
Plug my computer in because it's gonna. So this is coming from someone who is already a diamond coach, and so this is the good part, is you get a wide range. But so now you do have more success, and so it's, how do you express, besides saying that you're thankful with how it's touched your life, without coming off as if you're bragging, and just making sure that you aren't attracting people who think that this is a get-rich-quick scheme?
Am I answering this just for me personally, like my own personal? Okay. So for me, I personally think that sharing income is cool. Probably to a certain extent. I think it becomes like almost overkill at a certain point. The last time I posted about income personally, it's probably been like publicly. I mean, you guys, if you're in Team Fit, you've seen, it's been a while now, but publicly, it's probably been like 2 years or something like that. And the last time I did, it was cool. I got a good response, but that was at about the time when my income was growing pretty rapidly. And I did get a couple of people who joined the team thinking that money was just going to fall from the sky. And that's kind of when I decided personally I wasn't going to share those types of things anymore. I'm still sharing the little things. It's just those little tiny things. And the video in the study group that I was referring to with Nikki talked about how even the most successful people, let's just say coaches, but entrepreneurs or anybody, should stay in that 1 and 2. And so, yes, it's super easy to be in that 3 and 4, like, this is where I am now and this is where I'm going and it's so great and my life is beautiful and we built a house and we have cars and like blah, blah, blah. People can't relate to that. And if you want to continue to move your business forward, you've got to stay in that 1 and 2, and remembering what that connective tissue was between you and those people who joined your team early on. And to continue painting that picture. And it does get more challenging, and this is the best challenge that you could ever possibly have, is to how to stay relevant and legit to people wanting to join your team. And to me, it's honestly getting back into like the fitness side of it through social media. I think that keeps us level playing field all around. Then it gives you a chance to really build those relationships within a challenge group, empower those people to then become coaches, get them some great results. That is easy to do no matter what kind of success you've had in this business. And hopefully it's what you love about Beachbody and what you will continue to love. I think that is just the bread and butter of our business, like being healthy, sharing the health and the fitness and all of that. So when in doubt, go work out and post like a fitness selfie or like advertise your challenge group. Yeah, I think I maybe went off on a tangent there, but
no, I think that's good. I think that makes sense. And I feel like that's like where a lot of our leaders got to the point where we're like, I think we need to do a program from start to finish again and like be posting about it again. That's how I felt when I went through Hammer and Chisel. I was like, okay, this is why it all started. Like, I need to be doing this more often. And now I'm pregnant and, work out when I can. But, I do think it's helpful to be like back in that, like that 1 and 2, like just getting back into it and never straying from where you came from in the business, keeping that humble. Yeah. Anyways, I think that was it, but yeah, they're saying that's great. Thank you. One said, I think it's good that she's honest about her Success Club points. It shows she's real.
Success Club 5 legend. I mean, I do hit Success Club 10 most of the time. There were a couple months in there that were, 6 and 8, just scraped by. But yeah, my first year, and Nikki knows this, my first year, it was because I was working my husband's business too. So I would get to Success Club 5 and I would get him to Success Club 5. And that was it. Like, that was my realm of capability. I think that, again, it's that mirror window analogy. It's like my third year, how can I be better? Like, what can I be doing? I could probably be doing more call to actions and like getting a little, upping my game on social media, like reaching out to people more, because you will also get to a point where you realize your attraction marketing has grown and people will just come to you and you can skate by and hit Success Club 5 without really having to lift a finger. And that's almost a dangerous place to be, because then you're not growing, you're not reaching that next level. So those were good lessons for me. And so I'm always just trying to get to that next level. And thankfully, again, we have a whole entire team of equals who, I don't care how many years I've been in it. If you guys have been in it only a couple months and you're like doing something great, I'll be like, dang, what are you doing? Like, tell me, teach me your ways. So I hope that carries through and that we can look at everybody on the team as an equal, somebody that we can learn from and grow from. So
yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I feel like that's just such a big, important topic that you don't always think about. I think that some people naturally, like you did, just kind of create the culture, but I think some people will have to work on that and kind of make that a point to, create that kind of vibe and working on themselves. I know personal development was a big one for me that really helped me kind of feel a certain way, which created a certain culture. So I think that's important too. But anyways, I just appreciate you getting on, and it was fun hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was great. So thanks again. And if you guys who are on the call have questions, I can answer those after it's over. So just post in the thread, and the recording will be the same link. You guys have a good day.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.